And it is me again, your boy, Jike, the host with the most, who brings you that good old-fashioned cracker-ass regalia, son. So, what I have for you is a little factual-based story that had happened today. Okay, I was out cutting the grass, mowing the grass. It was a nice day out today, so it was pretty warm. The sun was out. It was feeling pretty nice. So, I figure I cut the grass and everything. And whilst doing so, I had happened to see the one of the neighborhood kids walking up the road, walking past as I was coming up, cutting towards the street. And he stopped in front of me, was waving me down, and wanted to talk. So I, turn a lawnmower off and talk to him for a second. And he's one of those mentally handicapped kids. I don't really want to call him retarded. That's pretty much a derogatory term of calling a mentally handicapped child a retard. But this retard, he stopped and he was talking to me. He was asking if he could help a little bit. He wanted to help me cut the grass and all this stuff. And I didn't know what to say. I mean, I was like, I'm thinking like, how do you tell a retard kid no? How do you do something like that? How do you turn him away from doing wanting to do something that he's like just happy about doing. So I'm thinking like, uh, I'm like, all right, well, yeah, you can give me a hand. Look, I'm like telling him just like, all right, stand back a little bit, okay, and then I fire it up, turn the lawnmower on, and I tell him, okay, stand right here, right beside me, and stay back a little bit, and I tell him just put his hands on the side of the lawnmower bars, and I'm controlling and controlling the gas lever and everything, and he's just pushing it along, and he has this big old smile on his face, and his eyes are lit up like real big, and like bobbing his head back and forth, like having a good time, and he's like like this kid's enjoying it, like he's loving every second of it. So I go down one lap and come back up one more, and then I turn it off and I say, "Oh, we're all done. Good job." Like I just cut the lawnmower off, like I just cut it off. So he doesn't know any better. I just told him, "Oh, yeah, it's done. We're done. The lawnmower turned off. We're finished." I mean, I just didn't want to. I didn't want to tell him no, but at the same time, I didn't want to like, put a kid, uh, you know, uh, uh, a special needs kid in jeopardy of any kind of like power tools or drills or chainsaws or weed whackers or lawnmowers or uh, sawzalls or like any kind. I don't want to put any kind of special needs kids in front of those kinds of tools and let them just have at it and play with them and just end up cutting a couple fingers off, cut a hand off, cut an arm off, cut a, whatever. I just didn't want to take that risk and have that, something like that happen. So I just did what I did what I could, and that's that. So that's a good old bit of good old fashioned cracker ass regalia that I have for you. So I hope you enjoyed it. Cracker ass regalia from none other than the host with the most, the one and the only, second to none, no other than your boy Jike. Cracker ass regalia, son.